Maybe Tony Ambrosio knows. With a name like Ambrogio, he's got to know about Latvian stuff.
This will be a real easy first question for Tony Ambrosio.
Okay, Tony, first question, Latvian stuff.
Yes, of course.
Why?
My Latvian degree in Latvian history. Yes, go ahead.
Are you inside a barrel? Where are you?
I may as well be. I'm inside a newsroom calling off my computer.
Oh, nice.
Because, as you know, Sportsnet won't pick up my phone taps, so I refuse to use my phone.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's free. That's good.
Unbelievable.
Sid loves that.
I'm using the Rogers One number thing. It works fantastic.
$5.2 billion can get you a damn phone for Sochi? Come on, man. Let's go.
Let me tell you something, Tony. The only thing that strikes to Sid's heart and core more than ice dancing is free stuff. So you're good.
Right. Thank you. Now, by the way, you mentioned the ice dance rant. I have to tell you, Sid, that Elvis Stojko got wind of this rant from a buddy in Richmond Hill. He saw it, he laughed, and he wanted me to tell you this message. Are you ready, Sid?
Is he going to kick my ass?
No, he said, Sid, chill, it's just ice dance.
Wait, Elvis
Stojko said that.
Is that, So that quote is from Elvis Stojko.
Yes,
former silver medalist at the Olympic Games.
Well, here's why he said it, because it's ice dance. There are no jumps. It's very subjective, as you guys have talked about. And you know what? One guy thinks it's beautiful. One person thinks it's dirt. So that's why he said, chill. It's just ice dance.
That is amazing. One of the greatest figure skaters of all time told Sid to chill because he was being too passionate about ice dancing.
The figure skating guy looked at me and went, listen, bud, you're taking this way too serious.
And again, because it's ice dance, guys. Now, if this was men's or ladies, he would have gone bonkers like you, I'm sure. Because it's ice dance, he said to chill. Now, by the way,
this is the headline of the day right now. Elvis Stojko says,
amazing.
Elvis Stojko says, make it relax.
Now, before I forget, he did want me to say he thoroughly enjoyed your ice dancing is a whore of a sport run by Johns and Judges quote. He thought that was the best quote of the entire rant.
All right.
It's not my line, Rosie DiMano. Not my line.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it's not my line.
you.
Some of it was cut. There's a cut version that didn't give the proper credit to Rosie DiMano.
Oh, really? That's too bad because I did. I gave Rosie. I always give credit to whore lines when I can, and that was one situation where I
Can you
did.
spread those apart a little bit?
Sorry about that. Tony, I got to tell you, this is the best free phone call conversation I've had in a long time.
Oh, without doubt. Now, I will say this. I talked to Tessa and Scott today.
Okay.
And it was pretty interesting stuff because, they kind of had a feeling in the fall that this was going to happen. They didn't say, I'm paraphrasing now what they're saying.
The fall?
They sensed the judges were starting to favor the American style more than their style. That was number one. Here's what gets me going. Sid, you guys are much smarter than I am. Let's be honest.
That is not true. That is not true.
I don't think I would have the same coach as my rival the entire time. And it's funny because Scott and Tessa touched on that a bit today. They both said they were very blunt with their coach. You're either with us or you're against us. And you could tell there was some animosity that she was working for both teams. So I asked Elvis about this today. Why are we seeing this in ice dance? He says it's a common thing in ice dance because the coaches, there are so few who are so good at it, and there are so few who know what the judges are looking for, allegedly. So that's why we're seeing what we're seeing with the same coach working for both the number one and number two teams in ice dance. But to me, I mean, if the Steelers are playing the Vikings, is Mike Tomlin coaching for both teams?
No.
I don't think so. Like, to me, that just blew my mind when, as you know, I'm not exactly a figure skating guru, but when I heard they had the same coach, I said, are you kidding me? But anyway.
Did either of you hear, and I'll open this up to the Tim and citizens too, but did either of you hear Kurt Browning's explanation on how to judge ice dancing?
Amber kind of went down this road. We talked to David Amber yesterday. He kind of went down this road. He didn't explain what they said, but he said Browning tried to pick apart on video.
Right. Are they dancing or is it magic? Basically is what he said. He's like, there's feelings. If you feel like they are better, they're probably better. You know what? All judge sport can go to hell.
No, and guys, that's a valid point. I'll say this. I talked to Elvis. He's working for us here at Yahoo Canada.
Yep.
And Elvis said, with his eyes and his opinion, he thought Tessa and Scott were better in a combined short and long. His beef was that because the judges made the gap so wide in that short program, there was no chance for Tessa and Scott to catch up in the long. And he thought that took some of the energy away from the entire competition. And again, it's subjective. It's in the eye of the beholder. And this time it was the Americans' turn in ice dance to win. And listen, they were great. No disrespect to them. They've been working their tails off for a number of years to get to this point. So good congratulations to them. But again, it's a judge sport. I know how you guys feel about judge sports. It's hard to take them seriously.
I was watching it back last night, guys. And it wasn't, I forget which pair it was. Someone in the CBC.
You were watching the rant back.
No.
Like, egotistical much?
I'd watched the rant back for a fifth time, and then I decided to take a break and make a coffee.
Right.
And I'm watching CBC, and at one point they're looking at a replay, and someone in the booth says, "Oh, that couple now, they're at risk of a extended lift deduction." What the hell is an extended lift like, this is the world they're trying to explain to us. They're in as tough a spot as anyone, Browning and everyone else in that booth.
And guys, I know how much you don't like the judge sports and how much you may not like, particularly the ice dance, but if I'm not mistaken, the ratings last night for NBC, even though they showed 82 hours after it aired, it's done, very good.
Yeah.
Very strong, very high, because it's figures. People love to watch it.
Sid asked during the rant, like, why is it there? That's why it's there. That's why a number of those, because it's huge ratings. And people, soccer moms in Omaha, Nebraska, whenever we talk about the Olympics, we talk about soccer moms in Omaha, Nebraska. Like, that's who they're aiming this at. That's who's watching, and they're absolutely huge numbers in North America and in Russia.
No, you're right. Absolutely 100%. And we have breaking news here. Another medal for Canada. I like to give you the breaking news.
Oh, hold on. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Tone. Shoot, go ahead.
Breaking news, Canada wins silver. Mike Riddle wins silver in the men's ski halfpipe.
Congratulations, Mike. Riddle me this. Riddle me this.
Oh, Sid.
There you go. In the story, Tony, for free, like the phone call. You're welcome.
You know what? And here's the scary part, guys. Justin Dorey was having a great first run, but his last trick, he clipped the edge, and unfortunately, his second run, same thing, having a great, strong second run and then clipped the edge. So it's just a medal for silver for Canada's Mike Riddle. David Wise of the U.S. takes gold in the men's ski halfpipe.
Oh, boy.
Tony, you beat Twitter on this. I'm looking at my timeline. I don't see a damn thing.
Well, so he's Tony, there. He's reporting.
Tony, you have broken
That's
this
how you
hard.
Report.
Broken this off.
That is how you report.
You just got Ambrogioed.
I'm sorry to take away all that credit that Alex and Sarah, whoever's doing the update, would have had. So I apologize.
It's just altered. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
You know what? It's glad you brought up the half pipe too, because the snowboarders had some problems with their judging as well. And it's funny, Tony, because after the event, a lot of the people were trying to quell the judging uprising by saying this is going to discredit our sport. Like, it's not perfect. We know it's not perfect. We'll continue to evolve to get better. And I found that very interesting in hindsight now from what happened with this in figure skating. Because I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you. I don't watch, and I haven't watched since Pelé and Salé and Pelletier.
Yeah. No, and that's fair, but unfortunately, Tim, the numbers show otherwise.
Oh, I know.
Right? The numbers show people are still watching, but valid points all around. You could make the argument, too, even a sport like hockey, not so much judged, it's officiating, and calls are subjective in some cases where they shouldn't be. So
you're right.
It's an issue, I think, in all the sports.
But Tony, the point today that was kind of brought up no, but I'm serious.
This should be good. Oh, you're sure? Okay.
Having the same coach, the same coach. If I am Moyer and Virtue very early in this, I look at my coach and I say, listen, I love you. We've done some great things. I need you to pick right now because I'm not comfortable with this. Especially if you think they are going to challenge you head to head.
Oh, we're going to break it down now?
Well, I'm just saying, what would you do? To have the same, if you're
Elvis Stojko
rivals,
just told you to take it easy.
Oh, well, that's all right. If I see him in a bar, I'll take care of Elvis.
No, you won't. He's a karate guy.
I know. He'll kick my ass. Right. No, but like if I have the same coach, at some point someone's going to make a call here because I'm not going into one of the biggest meets of my life.
Yeah.
And this woman has the 1 and 2 teams in the world, and I'm wondering which side she's on.
No, Sid, I agree 100% with you. And in fact, Scott and Tessa, when they met the media today, used the words, they were very blunt with their coach in the fall. Are you with us or are you against us? Can you give us a program that will give us a chance? Because their coach wasn't with them at the Canadians because she was with the American team for the American Nationals.
Yeah.
Their coach didn't march with the Canadian team in the opening ceremony. She marched with the American team.
I didn't know that.
So
I didn't know that.
Know, there's a lot of stuff going on here, guys. There's a lot of, but again, how many coaches are there for ice dancers? How many coaches are top quality? And Elvis said to me, in a lot of situations, you have the same coach working with a lot of teams. So,
Tom,
but I'm with you. I wouldn't have done it, but I'm not that elite skater. So.
Tom Baker tweets in and says, Marina Zueva is the David Braley of ice dance.
Wow.
Little CFL note in there.
Very nice.
Tony, always a pleasure, no matter how much it costs. You, my friend, are priceless.
See you, Tone.
Well done. Even though beef is a big sponsor of the Olympics, still well played.
Hey, Tony, hey, you do me a favor. Next time you see Elvis Stojko.
I can't wait.
You do me a favor. You tell him I respect him a great deal. And I will shake his hand if I ever meet him in an aggressive manner.
And I will shout it just like you did there.
Thanks, Tone.
All right, take care, Ton.
Take care, gentlemen.
Be safe, buddy. There is Tony Ambrosio
Love
from
that guy.
Sochi.
Love that guy.
Follow him on Twitter just because he's our boy. Tony_Ambrogio. Francis Adamo writes in and says, as a skater for 15 years, I agree with Sid. The International Skating Union is at fault. They've made judges less accountable. Wouldn't it be amazing if we could interview the judges?
They're cowards. We'll never interview the judges.
If you're a judge and you're listening or someone hands you a tape of this, someone just called you a coward. The other guy agrees with them. Would you like to challenge that in any way, shape, or form?
I see you, Shalom.
Come on this show and explain it.